I want to talk to you about two single oils that are in the Everyday collection. The first one is Melaleuca Alternifolia, otherwise known as tea tree oil, if you've heard people talk about tea tree oil. It is amazing. We use it for a lot of things in our house on a daily basis. It was used historically to help mend wounds, to treat fungal infections, and things like that. I look to it as sort of my antifungal go-to oil if I have any fungal things going on. Specifically, right now, we're treating the cradle cap of our infant, and we're using this on her cradle cap per the recommendation of her pediatrician, mixed with lavender because both have such skin supporting properties, and it's knocked out the cradle cap. We don't have to look at it anymore. Wonderful for antifungal needs. It can be dropped directly onto clean feet, massaged into toenails and feet. Toenails, specifically toenail fungus. I have a good friend who uses this with orange oil neat on her toenails to get rid of toenail fungus. And you wait until the new nail grows in. No more toenail fungus. It's amazing, this tea tree oil. I also use this because of its skin supporting properties and its, again, antifungal properties. But if I feel like a zit coming through on my skin and I want it to go away quickly, I will take a Q-tip, a drop of tea tree, and I will put it directly on that spot on my face. Completely wipes out any problem areas that I was having or that I sensed that was coming up, any infection that might have been brewing under there. Able to take it out, take care of it with Melaleuca A, absolutely no problem. In addition to that, whenever we are dealing with that pesky eye infection that passes from dirty child to dirty child, dirty child, particularly in our church childcare area, childcare facility, nursery, whatever, that pesky eye infection that goes from place to place to place because kids are kids and you pass it and it's crazy contagious. We have used this in a diffuser and also topically on the bridge of their noses and on the bony parts of their eyes to get rid of that. And we're able to get away with using this along with colloidal silver to get rid of that eye infection, which is a huge, huge blessing to us. The next one, so we just use Melaleuca A all the time. The next one is Frankincense essential oil. This is again in the Everyday Oils collection that we're talking about tonight. And this is one of the most valuable oils that is known to exist. It was valued more than gold in ancient times, and for good reason. It takes, even today, it takes 2 weeks to be able to get the resin, to tap the resin, get the resin out of the tree, to tap into the tree. It takes 2 weeks in order to be able to do that, to even get at the resin. And the tree itself has to be 40 years old before you can even do any of the tapping. So this oil is very, very valuable. When you run out, you run out. You have to wait until the tree is mature enough to utilize. So it's extremely, extremely valuable, and it's tough to get. And Young Living has their own Franken tree farm in Oman in Asia. So something that we can rely on is having our own farm specifically through Young Living, which is comforting when we know we want to get this frankincense because it's amazing. It's mentioned in one of the oldest known medical records, which is called the Ebers Papyrus, with an Egyptian list of 877 prescriptions and recipes, which is a pretty cool thing. It's also valuable, and it's a valuable ingredient in skincare products. I add it to my moisturizer, daily moisturizer, and put it on my face. It's known to have a visible effect on skin tightening, wrinkles, aging skin, liver spots, overall skin supporting properties. We used this directly on the umbilical cord stump after my third baby was born to see it had a wonderful effect on the healing process for that area on her belly, causing it to heal in a cleaner manner, more effectively, more quickly, which was also really amazing. We also anointed her with this after because it's frankincense and it smells beautiful and it's super, super gentle, which is also what I love about frankincense. A lot of oils, I'm dealing with small children. I have 3 children under 5, and one of mine's under 1, and I want to use the gentlest oil that I can if if it's possible. I don't want to go and use a heavier handed oil if I don't need to. This packs all the punch, but it's super, super gentle. And so anytime my kids specifically have respiratory problems, I will use this diluted on their feet as my first line of defense before I go anywhere else, because it's amazing and supports the respiratory system. It's known to have cellular regeneration properties. Dr. Lynn at the University of Oklahoma has been studying frankincense, used a lot of different brands of frankincense, and found that Young Living's frankincense was the only oil to affect abnormal, or the only one able to affect abnormal cellular growths in breast, pancreatic, bladder, and colon cancer. That study is linked below in the comments, so below this video. Go check that study out. It's amazing the things that doctors are doing, specifically with frankincense. Essential oils in general, but specifically with frankincense. It's amazing what this stuff can do. And again, promoting healthy cellular growth, reinforcing healthy respiratory system, and then greatly enhancing the immune system. And on top of that, it's known to be to support your emotions as well. I generally am super skeptical of the emotional oils and how that could possibly affect us. Maybe it's purely psychological, maybe it's not. And then I would hear testimonies of men coming back from military deployments and using it for PTSD and things like that, using it for anxiety. And I would hear that and I think, okay, maybe there's something to this, I don't know. And then I had my baby last year and I was struggling with some more than just baby blues. It got a little bit more serious than that. And I used frankincense with a combination of frankincense and joy, another blend that we're talking about tonight, and was able to see great success with that, with both of those. So it was amazing for me from an emotional standpoint. And again, all skin ailments as a go-to. So my son has extremely dry skin, itchy, red, scaly skin, and you mixing frankincense in with coconut oil or something like that is an amazing, amazing go-to for that too. So that's frankincense and Melaleuca Alternifolia. Thanks.